it off. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Alright.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts.
Nah, she ain't
go have no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records.
I was good to keep my biz.
Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence.
That's why I keep trying to tell you I ain't get that type of energy.
If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends.
She used to constantly go through my phone and see stuff.
I will not bend. Gang time.
She used to constantly go through my phone and see stuff.
Run it up. 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 Run it up.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I look at stuff, man, I just be like, you know, I understand. You feel me?
I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat. 49 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Mims. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Do they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd? So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown! Vincent Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd down, it's Willis. Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Johnson on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. The Titans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing, Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw, Willis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
2nd and 20. They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
Get it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And that'll be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. And they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, we've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not. Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Shotgun, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Willis out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. This time Willis will throw it. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'll remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Touchdown, Raiders. Vincent Smith. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
1st and 10, Willis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Quick slant here to Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Robert Woods got to close out his 5-year tenure in Los Angeles as a Super Bowl champion. Remember, he began in the NFL with the Buffalo Bills. What a nice ending there out on the West Coast for a consistent receiver who was lost with injury 9 games into 2021. Now, on his next great adventure in Tennessee, where he can immediately form a nice duo with A.J. Brown. Good play from the man they call Bobby Trees.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Go, Reed, go!
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. A give up the middle to Johnson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Caleb Farley there on the tackle. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready, ready.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flag. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back to the running game with Jacobs. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority 1.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 102 yards on the ground for him so far.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second down and goal. Wilson under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The big man P.J. Hall had the path to the QB there.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them, because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Okay,
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Warriors 70.
Here's Willis. And he's got his big tight end here. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Willis out of the gun. Got this complete to Racey McMath. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action with Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
19 right.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Willis, he's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Seven Pirates. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. He's got a man, complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance it up again. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. So when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me.